Uh, Alright then, everyone, because I'd like to welcome everyone watching tonight, because to our Season 5 Tier 3 Week 1 game between Elk Remix and the team of TLC Tacticians, because this should be a good game, because I'm your main caster today, because Shinigami, because also known as Jack to most people, and joining me today for his first cast is...
Yep, definitely Rondo Uno making my casting debut for the International Overwatch League. Honestly, I'm excited to be here, and we've got a great match set up for you guys. Let's get into it.
Oh yeah, because I'm hoping for a good game between these two sides, because the map pool for tonight will be Ilios, and then we'll be going to Gibraltar, Kings Row, Blizzard World, and then we will finish off at Rejang Tower, because if a tiebreaker is needed, because here in this league, because we do a first to three, so it's possible that we'll only get 3 maps, but we tend to get 5 here.
Yeah, obviously start of a new season. Obviously teams are gonna come in and want to make and hit new
Definitely.
points for themselves. Obviously, you gotta have a hybrid of maps. Obviously, anyone who's played Overwatch, seen Overwatch, it's a very diverse game. Every map is different, every strategy is different. So obviously, starting off with Ilios, now you're talking about a cap map, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yep, of course. Because I'm just waiting for confirmation of both teams, because then we can get started. Because this did have a bit of a delayed start, because of some people running late, but we're all fine now, and both teams are ready, so... Alright, so here we go. Because starting off on map 1 of Ilios, I just want to check my settings really fast, because I'm super paranoid after that mistake last season. Okay, yep, that's all correct. And in we go to this fantastic series. Alright then, so what are you expecting to see off both sides? Because we don't know anything about both teams, because they're both semi-new to the league, because Tacticians did play here last season, but this is a very different side from back then.
Well, knowing that, obviously, what's going to be important to see, who takes control first. Obviously, so you mentioned that both these teams are new to the league. It's all about first impressions at this
Yeah.
point. Again, it's the start of the season for them, so that first win is always going to be important for the rest of the season. But yeah, let's see who gets control first, and obviously who doesn't get tilted.
I, oh yes, because that is the most important thing, is to keep a clear mind. Because on the side of Tacticians, because we do see a Mitty and Two Hands, because who did play in the 3-2 loss, because earlier in the week. So it's interesting to see that they play in Tier 4 and Tier 3, so I'm interested to see how they do in the Tier down.
Yeah, definitely
Alright.
remains to be seen. Obviously, Ilios, my favorite map of this game, as a biased Lucio main. So curious to
Uh,
see if Quinn's going to do me some justice here and get some boops, nice boops for me.
Alright, interesting that, because I didn't know you were Lucio main, because I guess this is a cast with 2 Lucio mains, so it's going to be very biased towards the Lucios.
A little bit. I'm definitely going to judge him a little harder, but like by all
Yeah,
means,
it's
we got
fine.
action. Let's get into it.
Oh yeah, so we're starting off with a double shield off both sides. He's on the side of Tactician, because we see the Wineheart Arissa, which is a bit more aggressive, because that was a big purple. Because that was big purple, because of the Anna on Tactician's side, but it makes a little difference, because Elgin makes him pick up some early kills and should get the first cap.
Pretty contested so far. You definitely got a lot of fighting going on. Looks like finally someone's got control though.
Yep.
First team fight's always important.
Oh yeah. It sets the tempo for the rest of the game. Because it's going to be interesting to see how Tacticians put that into this. Because they are going to be going into the double shield of Elf Remix. And this is a very good double shield map. Alright, because we do see our early change, because Homespy changed to the Hanzo, because he probably wants a bit more shield break, because as we see there, double shield is getting destroyed. Because both teams just talking. Because trying to find an advantage, because as we see a big lock by Volt, because he follows that up, because he follows that up with a big flux and got his hands on, he's just winning up actually, he's getting a lot of kills here, and that's another convincing team fight win for IOWL.
That's a great hold right there. Obviously, capping the point first is important, but after that, you know, it's how are you going to hold it? So far, so good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, halfway there.
Yeah, like, it was decent ult economy also, because they just used one Sigma ult to win that team fight. Because this is going to be a big fight now for Tacticians, because they are pulling back with the window of that team and the Nano, the Ana. So I'm interested to see what they can do with those two ults. Because we'll probably see a Nano line have a window to use early by solo. Because another big purple. Oh, fantastic Deadeye. Because that's mad.
Through the window.
Yeah, well, that's the window. It causes a lot of damage, and this is going to be another convincing teamfight win for Elf. Yeah, because like I do like the combination with the Tracer because you can just hassle the backline. Because you don't normally.
I wish
see
I was
that
in their
with
comms right now.
Oh yeah.
But they're doing a great job at sticking together. And obviously, when you've got a Lucio on your team, that's really gonna be priority number one. Obviously, the area healing.
Oh yeah, we see it early window. The shatter is news by the Reinhardt. But yet again, we just see Elf Remix just picking up a lot of early kills. Fantastic pull spawn of DGSR because we get to double kill. With Deadeye is news, but kills the Lucio. Diesel bomb used by a Mitty gets no value. And this could be it for Tacticians.
That's gonna put
them
on the board.
Yeah, that's really setting a statement in your opening round. Because I don't mean to be harsh, but I think that's one of the more one-sided rounds of Control I've seen this season so far. So it's all on Tacticians to prove it was just a fluke and turn it around.
Well, it looks like early on we're getting a couple of character switches. Obviously, the map changing is going to affect that a little bit.
But then you've got to think,
you know, you somewhat got rolled on that last map. You've got to at least change something up.
Oh yeah, I believe, because they're going more with the Soldier Reapers here, because I especially like that combination, because Reapers up close damage and Soldier. And Soldier, in my opinion, is a little bit overtuned at the moment, because he seems like he can just melt people in one burst, but that's normally with a Mercy Pocket, or we are seeing the backpiece Lucio off the side of Tactician.
Looks like they realize that Lucio is absolutely necessary, because you know he's the best damn character in the game.
Yeah, to battle with the Reinhardt guy, because there's two-handed charges to the point. I like it, because that's a big early kill, you can fight Tacticians on the Reinhardt and Elk. But that's a big return kill of Volt, because it kills two hands. And now both teams down their main tank, but it does look like Tacticians going to win their first team fight.
Yeah, that was definitely a better showing on the last map. Obviously, they definitely had some talks obviously when they were sitting there in the room changing characters. Maybe the Reaper switch is what did it for them, but obviously we'll see how they bounce back now.
Yeah, like, it could be a matter of playstyle as well, because maybe Elf Remix are worse at Brawl and just prefer double shield. Because we do see this in a lot of teams, because they excel at certain comps.
Yeah, you gotta get out of that small space if you're fighting a Reaper. That's definitely not gonna be your friendly advice right there.
Oh yeah, this is good for Tacticians because it's controlling the first. Because this is what they needed to do because after that bad first round.
Yeah, definitely the game. Momentum is everything. So just like we said with the last map, you know, you getting the point's great, but how are you gonna defend that point?
LA, the core teams are just trading ults at the moment, but it does look like
Don't know if I agree with that visor right there, but hey, got the job done, so I guess you know you can't really complain too much.
It is Soldier though, he does tend to get visor back pretty fast.
probably looking at maybe one more team fight here before they got to panic.
Oh yeah, because Anna does have sound barrier for this crucial team fight. Because which is going to be big for Tacticians, because we do see a big shatter there because of the rest of it. Because sound barrier is new, but here's the soldier again who kills the back tees and Leaper follows it up. And this...
Oh, someone's got a touch.
Yeah, because this looks like Tacticians are going to take this one 100-0. Very back and forth start so far. Yeah, so...
Okay, we've got a game.
Yeah, we've got a game, because it's going to be very interesting to see who wins on Lighthouse, because Brawl can work, but you can also do double shield. So I'm interested to see if Elk Remix are going to go back to double shields, because I'll try and win the ball. But I can't see Tacticians changing anything.
Yeah, we definitely saw a different team on that second map. I don't know, maybe it was first game jitters, first map jitters. But yeah, now it gets to the nitty gritty. You know, who's gonna take control of this first map win? You know, that means everything. Obviously, talking about a best of 5. You know, you don't really want to afford to lose any maps.
Oh yes, of course, because we are seeing the classic similar flare based off Elf Remix here. So they're probably just gonna TP split to point and try and hold it early. Because Doomfist is also really good on this point, because you can punch people off. Alright, if we see the TP on the point. Because Tacticians are taking a lot of early damage at the moment, because mainly because of the Symmetra, because Symmetra needs to die early here, because if they have any chance.
Who's gonna get that ever important first kill?
Yeah.
Oh wow, cap the point without a kill.
Yeah, that's the power of Symmetra, because her torrents are just so dominating. It doesn't open until on the reach again. Yep, so here we go, because I will turn in this last round, and Tacticians are forced to retreat, because like I said, that Doomfist pick is made a big difference.
Huge difference. I mean, you clutched that fight for them right there.
Oh yeah, like there isn't much to stop a Doomfist, because if you don't have a CC, because he can really just dominate otherwise. But it's not looking too bad for Tacticians, because they are coming back with Shatter, Diva, Bomb, and Window, and Tactifier is also nearly online.
Right near the online, by the next fight they'll have a beat.
Yeah, because they just need to be patient and pick their moment, because it's very hard to break into a Symmetra top. Early Diva Bomb is new to shatter the Symmetra. Oh, okay.
Reverse shatter!
Yeah, that's a big reverse shatter. Because I think X will... because I do think Elves are going to win the fight also. Yeah, there we go. Because the Doomfist again, because Doomfist is so good in these like close areas. Because it's just that one hit kill potential. Because it's just really hard to deal with. Because of because especially if you don't have any CC to stop it. Because we are seeing a change to the junk fight now, which can help stop a Doomfist. Early window news by Zulu Headed. And now we see the return window of Magical Cat. Sound barrier news by Anna.
Here's Visor, here we go.
Yep. Everyone's throwing ults in, Shatter's coming in. But it's Doomfist again. It's a big double kill. And this might be over for Tacticians, because the similar to Doomfist is just too much to deal with at the same time.
I am on fire.
And there we go, because map 1 goes to Elf Remix. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting series if it carries on like this, because it's very one-sided in different rounds. Because Elf Remix dominated round 1 and 3, but Tacticians definitely advantage in the second.
And again, while it is one map, so far it seemed to be the name of the game is you cap first, you win first, but obviously switching maps, switching rules, we'll see what happens, maybe even some subs, maybe change something up, but yeah, we'll see. Be interesting to see what both captains decide to do going into the second map.
Oh yes, because I think Volt is getting a lot of value so far, especially on that Sigma, and I think he was a main reason for them winning that first round.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely. Obviously, I absolutely hate the term moral victory,
yeah,
but both sides can take positives from that last. It's still wide open. It's anybody's game.
yeah, okay, because now I will. Alright, okay, because now I will be changing to Gibraltar, and we should be seeing some changes because of her tacticians. But the side of El Remix because I've decided to stay with what they have, and based off that first map, I think that's a good choice. It's a very different map, Gibraltar, though. It's a very different map, Gibraltar, because we're more likely to see double shield and more dive. Because because based off the first map, I think that will favour Remix. But who knows? Because maybe tacticians have got something special in store for us.
Not only that, with the transport maps, you're not going to see as much brawling. You kind of have to pick and choose when you decide to really go for it. Control maps, you can afford to brawl even if you're down on the numbers.
Oh yes, definitely. Alright, okay, so tacticians are taking out two hands and bringing in banana. Because the DPS is saying, sorry, is the DPS saying the same? Because, yes, the DPS is saying the same, and the support line is also going to say the same, so it's just a change on tank. Because maybe this is a bit more of a dive character, who knows?
More dive, or even then, obviously, some players just prefer maps opposed to others.
Yep.
So it could be that. Obviously, once we get into the game, we'll see. Maybe, like you said, maybe it's a change of character.
Right, okay, so we do see a change from Elk Remix. Because Astro is coming in for Zuru. I don't know who Astro is, so I'm just going to ask for confirmation. Yeah, because what a team's are very because what a team's are very personal with each other, so they tend to use nicknames or old usernames. Right, okay. So I am just gonna get confirmation, but while we wait. Yeah, because the interesting thing about this map pool is because all the maps are so different to each other. Because after the dive map of Gibraltar, because we'll be going to King's War, which is Brawl Heaven in most people's opinions. So I'm very interested to see how this map goes and how map 3 goes. Right, okay, so that's the change, and so now I'll get confirmation of both teams and we can go straight into Gibraltar. Oh right, because I was not shocked to see TM420 because putting work on the soldier. I saw a lot of him last season. I saw because I saw a lot of him last season for tacticians. Because he definitely prefers that soldier and he's more versus and specialist from what I know. So I'm interested to see if he plays soldier again on Gibraltar because of it goes with a widow or a Ash. Because we might even see the Cassidy because like it seems that remix because like they're dive characters of the Tracer and the Doomfist.
Right. And again, like as you mentioned earlier, obviously changing maps. You're going to a pure transport match. It's gonna change your lineup a little bit.
Yep.
Like I said, you've got to pick and choose when you're gonna brawl on Gibraltar.
Yep, okay, I'm just still waiting for confirmation because well bec- because this is the chance for both teams to have a discussion and talk about their tactics for the map. Right, okay, so we get confirmation of remix. I'm just waiting for confirmation of tacticians.
Yeah, definitely. Because on the side of remix, even though you just won the last map, you gotta have short term memory loss. That's irrelevant. It's a new
Oh
map.
yes,
It's 0-0
definitely.
all over again.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, because definitely because you have to keep that mentality because of you always in it. Because even if tacticians lose this map, because it is very common to see the reverse sweep. Because we did see this with tacticians like tier 4 team. Because that team was winning 2-0, but then they lost 3-2 because they lost King's War and it just started to fall downhill. So maybe their tier 3 team, because can take, I don't want to say inspiration from that, but they can copy that if needed. But I'm getting a bit ahead of myself because we are going to go into map 2 and see how that goes first.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Right, okay, because I'm expecting to see double shield off remix because based on how dominant they were on the because on the opening map of it. Because I think they're defending first. I can never remember. We will find out soon enough. Alright, because I was correct, because Elk Remix are defending. And they are going with the double shield because with the Ash Cassidy, with Baptiste Mercy, because I think this is a very good comp for this map. Because it gives you all the tools that you need to succeed.
I'll be busy soon enough.
Because on the side of Tacticians, we see the Reinhardt, Ball, Soldier, Hanzo, Mercy, Anna. I don't normally like Reinhardt on this map because because it's really hard to get to the high ground and contest things. Because you're stuck pushing cart a lot.
Yeah, and this is one of those maps where range is kind of your friend. Obviously,
Yeah.
Reinhardt's a close-up fighter. You know, if they get into a situation where they can't necessarily get into a brawl, he's not going to provide much help, if any.
Yeah, he's going for the ball though. He's getting ready to hit the high ground. Yeah. It can work against a Whisper because if you can get close to a Whisper, because Reinhardt does have the advantage in damage. Alright, because the Ash goes down on the side of Elf Rebex, but we do see the Les, because the Hanzo is trying to get a follow-up kill. Alright, there's Bolt again, because of the opening.
Interesting choice in going straight for the brawl as opposed to trying to push the payload.
Oh yeah, because like, I think that is a good tactic, because you don't want to get stuck underneath. Because a lot of the better teams, because we'll try and win the opening team fight first, and then do that. But it seems like they've gave up on that approach now. Oh no, never mind.
Which
Reinhardt like to That's a huge dynamite.
Definitely fair, but I mean, with the Reinhardt though, you get the cart underneath, you kind of force in the brawl.
Yeah,
obviously it's going to help you out better.
Yeah, he's really struggling Reinhardt here to get close. But the Whisper does go down, but I think Mercy will try and les. Okay, never mind. Hanzo with a big triple kill.
Or not. Hanzo taking over.
Oh, okay. We do see a Deadeye off Cassidy. Oh, killing both supports. Because that's just what his team needed. That's what team fight. Oh, he nearly gets a fourth on the Hanzo. Well, it just gives his team time to get back and contest the cart. Because this is a really good spot to contest the cart also. Because we do see Window online for Quinn, and on the side of Tactician, because we see Nano and Mine. Because Mitty is trying to get rid of this Ash, because a damage boosted Ash can do a lot of damage. Because it's also very hard to deal with Bob, because he was great for contesting cart.
Yeah, all management is going to be very important here, because as I'm speaking about it, there goes one.
Yep. Because Minefield is new to make space. I don't really like it, to be honest. They haven't really achieved anything. It gets them a bit of cart movement, but with Mines, like, you want more kills and to take better space. I like, but
might have jumped the gun just a tad earlier. They're sitting on 5 ults right now.
Okay, Visor is used up top with Nano. He has the high ground, he boosted quick. He has the Mercy damage boost as well. So, he's putting out a lot of damage here. And he kills the Sigma also. Because that's just the power of Nano like that. It's a real game changer. Like, okay, because Ash got a bad spawn, but luckily for her, and so did luckily, because so did Alyssa and Cassidy, but they should be able to get out. Oh, no, he does go down.
Only risk now, defense has got sitting on 4 ults now, so a little bit of pick your poison, the offense going ult heavy, now you gotta deal with them.
Oh yeah, but this is what Double Shield is built for, is a new type of ult. Because as we see the combo...
Speaking of it, here we go.
Yeah, this thing bottle is so huge. He gets another big double kill, Cassidy.
Beautiful.
It's a bit of a DPS off at the moment, because between DJ SAR and TM420.
Yeah, DPS definitely on both sides has got to be the MVP.
Oh yes, definitely at the moment, because I would like to take this time to give a little shout out for Elguimix, because their entire team are wearing skins of the Shock team, because they wanted me to mention that, and I do respect it. This is an interesting approach, because they force them into shit. But Elf does have the advantage, because with the weaker claims, but Sigma does get caught by the dragon. Because that cart is moving, Smiles is there to contest it. He just take up the sword in the quarter, and he didn't either. So this is a good fight for Remix at the moment. Oh, that's a big sweep on Smiles though. And Visor again doing his TM. Because DJ SAR is looking for another big Deadeye to save his team. And he does it again. Oh, that is a big shatter though, of first banana. Big triple kill. Because can he get the fourth? He does get the fourth. It's just all about the ults at the moment.
Not so much a steamroll, but they've steadily been moving.
Oh yeah, like it's hard to steamroll on Gibraltar. It's a very difficult map to attack.
Absolutely.
Because third point is going to be the hardest, I think. Because double shield is very good because of the one sight line.
Double shield's good. You got the spawn advantage if you're on defense. Kills get a higher importance at this point.
Yep. Because Windowless moves early. Because fantastic halt there, because of the Whisper. Because they weren't able to combo with it, unfortunately, but it was still good. Here from Sigma ult. He gets a couple. It does kill the Hanzo.
Finish off the Hanzo.
Yeah. Finish off the Lionheart now. I like after the kill switch. Because after kill switch, because engaged by Elguimix, because as they stagger Baby Diva. Because that is a horrible sight to see. Because of Baby Diva, because you have to take the walk back to spawn.
Yeah, this is definitely the toughest point to gauge.
Yeah.
Obviously, we mentioned before the spawn advantage. Even then, just getting around that corner is tough enough.
Yeah, there's a lot of ults online for both sides, though. Because we'll probably see a Diva bomb soon, because a supercharger is news by Elguimix. Because I'm watching Reap at the moment, because he does have Death Watch.
Oh man, here we go.
Shatter bomb is news. Only kills Diana. Reap is here, loses his ult, gets swept.
Oh, shut down.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's the whiskey taker's Reaper though. Oh, another window as well. That was a fast window. It's not looking good for Tacticians. Because that 3-minute timer is now down to 1.
You know, we're definitely going to pair a bunch of times. It's the toughest point to get to.
Yep.
You got the corner helping the defense. You got the spawn advantage.
Yeah, it's the
not
high.
To mention, in fact, obviously,
yeah,
high ground and the double shield. You know.
Yeah, like it's like there's so many different tools for the defending team.
Offensively, it's tough because you really only have one angle you can go at.
Yeah. Oh, okay, because Soldier got all the way behind them for the visor. Alright, because we do see one Anna kill the other because of Baptiste.
Funny enough, because I was watching him, he actually ran behind there and was just sitting there, waiting for his team.
Oh, could this be a big combo? Nearly. You just get a kill. It's the electric cowboy just came out before. This is not looking good for Tacticians, because that was a giant purple of Althea.
Well, didn't get it the entire way, but that is a really good push. You definitely put on a lot of pressure there.
It is a very good push. Yeah, because I have to give it to DJ SAR, because his Deadeyes are really keeping his team in these fights. because he did it like 3 or 4 times, because getting some nice multi-kills off them.
Yeah, I've got to say that just the ult build has been amazing so far for really
Oh,
for
yes.
both teams.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Quite a few of their players have been building their ults and getting them quickly.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because both teams are using their ults well. Because we aren't seeing a lot of team fights won in the neutral, because a lot of team fights are won off 1 or 2 ults. It's a good cycle.
Ready for battle.
Right, definitely. And like you said, you're not seeing much waste either. I don't think we can even say someone's wasted at all so far.
I am liking this of Elk remix because we are seeing the classic dive of Winston, Diva, Tracer, Genji, Brigitte, Anna. So the typical play here is going to be build nano off your Winston, and then even nano your Winston to make space, because I'll do a nano blade depending on Genji's ult charge. Because with the Brigitte news to protect the Anna.
Right, and then here's what I'm talking about. On defense, you're seeing a lot of range characters, you know, so you got range on Brawl. Let's see who takes it.
Yeah, because I do like the Mei pick, because by Homesfly, because it's very good at like freezing die targets.
New adventure.
I don't see a lot of Genji, so I'm interested to see how Genji does. Oh, a big early kill for Genji.
Yeah.
He might kill the Mercy also. That DJ
You wonder if the support
really
might be an issue. I mean,
yeah, it's a bit of a greedy support line and a Mercy.
Yeah, not a lot of healing there.
Yeah. There's even less protection because as Genji picks up a big triple kill. Yeah, like this comp's got everything, to be honest, because it's even got CC to stop the ball. Because are we going to see any changes of Tacticians because after that early domination of DJSR? It seems not, because they're happy with their comp. LA, because Ball is contesting point, but he's getting a nice hammering off the flick.
But again, he can only do so much with the Brig and a Genji sitting there.
Yep. Yeah, because Anna's
Even
ult
the Ana's not
charge.
necessarily.
Yeah, because Anna's ult charge is not as fast as I thought it would be. Oh, that's a big purple on the mage. She's forced to do dice for. Because Visor is news early. LA, because this should be a good hold by Tactician. Because who win just off Visor.
This is where that range comes in handy here.
Oh yeah, definitely. You need to be careful the ball here.
Yeah, he's a bit too far for my liking. I mean, he has the ability to get back though.
Yeah, that was unlucky timing because Blake had no armor packs to get that Anna up there. It's just that damage boosted soldier because it's causing them a lot of issues, like in both maps so far.
Definitely, not to mention you could argue Soldier has one of the best ults in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously auto fire with the mercy boost,
Oh yeah,
nearly unstoppable in the right hands.
Oh yeah, because this is going to be a big ult fight because we do see the Nano Winston. He used his fireball instantly though. I thought he would have saved it a bit more. Oh, does get a kill on the back. Genji Blade is new. Yep,
Frenzy.
He's trying to kill the soldier because we see the value of Brooke there with a big double kill. She really is the weird boss. Oh no, because Diva is D-Max. Because I'm not sure who's going to win this team fight, to be honest. Because it should be Elk Remix, but you never know. Oh, like that's a big.
And this is where that pressure of having to go second comes in because you know where you have to reach and you're sitting on 30 seconds. You gotta stay collected, but you can't panic.
Oh yeah. Because this main needs to die. You can contest the 5-2-1 as he does. There's Soldier again as Diva tries to contest it, but sort of messes it up. But everyone needs to push up the side of Tacticians. I like it because that was a good hold on Tacticans though for first point. But this is the worry of bad spawns because May is just going to get destroyed in a second. Yep. She's unable to get out.
She was pretty hard pressed to get out of that situation.
Yeah. I do like this minefield though. I like it because we do see another blade online for Zar. Because it is interesting the way that the DPS for Remix, because mainly try and keep the ball in check. I like it because for Remix, because we see 4 ults online, both support ults, the blade and the pulse bomb, and Diva bomb is just about to come online. So they've got a big ult advantage for this fight. They're being very patient here though.
Being patient, you gotta kind of pick it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know where you have to for sure get this point to have a fighting chance, and you're gonna want some time on that clock because we know how tough that third point is.
Oh yeah, exactly, because they seem very indecisive at the moment. But this is a very hard choice to get through though. I like it because we might see a big blade here, big pulse bomb of Smiles on the Lionheart, and that's the pick they needed, as Baptiste will soon follow because of the dive. It's very well coordinated, the dive of Remix though, because they pick their targets very well.
Definitely well coordinated. They've got to do something about the midi. I mean, he's been in their back line nearly all game, and essentially doing his job, stalling and wasting time.
Yeah, the annoyance of ball. He should probably die here though, a big engine. Huge shatter though off Banana. Only kills the Tracer from it as TM420 goes down. He's holding onto this blade a little bit too long, as I say that, he pulls it. He chases down the Nerf as May tries to move him.
And again, this is kind of the advantage of the defense. They don't necessarily have to kill you, they just have to waste your time.
Yeah, like that's the big advantage of Ball. It's so good for wasting time. Because
you know, here we go again. Your back's on the wall. You've got 10 seconds to get this point.
Yeah, there's a big ult advantage for the side of Tacticians as well, because with Visor and Mail and Window.
That's a few good meters. You can't afford to get on the point. Now you can't afford to get on the point now. That may all right there might
could be a big Diva bomb, and it is.
Oh!
Yeah, because that's going to be hard for Tacticians to take. Because they probably thought they'd won that.
I think you'll take a 1-for-6 trade-off anytime.
Yeah. It was a desperation Diva bomb, to be honest, as well. Well, it looked like a desperation Diva bomb because it could be a disservice stuff. Here comes the minefield off a Mitty. Oh no, he doesn't do it. I thought he would definitely minefield there. Oh, maybe he should have. That was disruption. Oh, late because Smiles is in the back line. He's looking for a big pulse bomb. Because this is semi one fight territory. Because it only takes one like clean fight win here and they win.
Here's the midi again, doing what he does best.
Yeah, it's a big minefield, but Smiles on the Tracer is doing work again and trying to take down the line half. Yeah, like I don't think there's enough like CC on the side of Tacticians to stop this dive at times.
Ooh, that might be the first wasted ult we've seen. It's nobody on the shatter.
Yeah. Oh, because that's a big advice because of the ult from Genji. I don't know who's going to win this. This is chaos.
Oh man, here we go again.
Yeah, like it's the ball
Clock's
again though.
ticking, but the point is so close.
It's a Mitty on the ball again, just wasting so much time.
Can he hold out till he gets some help?
He got another minefield.
Desperation Reaper.
Yeah, we see the Desperation Doomfist off Diva. Oh, Diva bomb his nose. The Mitty kills Doomfist. Nice
oh, he got one.
I like Smiles' pulse bomb. I think Tacticians got the advantage here. Oh, maybe not. That's a big
Just
kill.
back and forth. I can't
big
decide.
punch bomb kill.
You might as well flip a coin.
Yeah, like this should be Remix team now. They have a big advantage. They just need to kill the Blake, but Blake does not go down easy. Lucio is also
This is
here.
an amazing stall right now on both sides.
Yeah. It's slowly moving. Oh, big purple. Big
Slowly. Oh, man.
Oh, Nano is news. Lucio, bit of Lucio diff there. Sound barrier. That sound barrier should win
That
it.
beat could be huge.
It's the Doomfist again though.
Wow.
It's the Doomfist again off the first map. It was a big triple kill at the end after a crucial beat by the Lucio of Quinmin. Because that's going to be rough for Tacticians to take. Because they should have had that one at the end of second and multiple times at the end of third. Fantastic shatter here though, Banana.
But that shatter, I'm granted it didn't result, or actually no, I'm surprised the Diva Bomb wasn't the play.
Yeah, like, I think Diva Bomb killed 3, he killed 4. I think that's why. Alright, because that makes the Saw 2-0 now, because in favour of Elk Remix. Because as we go into our potential last map of King's War, because Tacticians have got their backers against the wall, but they've got a very good chance to get back into this, because they seem like the better team in the Weinhardt comps based on the first 2 maps. And you normally see
definitely.
Weinhardt on King's War, so I would back them.
Yeah, if I'm Tacticians right now, really, there's nothing to hang your head over. You've been competing great. You've pushed them to the wire so far on both maps. It's definitely not over. You can easily get this back. Obviously, it starts with this next point.
Yeah, definitely. Right, okay, because this is the third map, because we will be changing sides, so this will take a bit longer. Yeah, this is the worst part of being a caster, because it's when you have to change sides and remember who's spectating for which team. Okay. No. I did that the wrong way around. Hit. Okay, that one blue team. Pretty sure that one red team, that one blue team as well. I will get confirmation of the captains to make sure that is all correct. Okay, okay, we will also be changing to King's War, everyone's favourite map. Because to say it's not will get you a lot of hate, as I found in the past. Alright, just bear with me everyone. Right, okay, so now team names are correct, let's see what's happening. Right, okay, so we do see... Okay, so we do see BG Booty because coming in for Giuseppe. So I wonder if Booty is more of the Weinhardt player in this team perhaps. And we also see Zulu because coming back in without Tia. Just need to check the lineups that Tacticians gave me from earlier today. That is a lot of changes from them actually. Because Homesway is going from DPS to tank. You don't normally see that change. And Banana is going to play DPS instead. But the support line will stay the same.
Again, seems a little weird, but they're down 0-2. You gotta change something up to get a W. You know,
Yeah,
hey, and again,
they're changing both their tanks, so I wonder if Nova or Homesway plays Zarya. Because you normally see a Zarya on King's War.
this has got to be a Zarya dream map. A lot of open spaces, and again, we haven't seen a junk on the other side, but we've seen a lot of damage heavy guys, easy to pick up those bubbles.
Alright, okay, so both sides are ready. I'm just getting confirmation that spectators collect. Alright, because everything is fine, because the people just joining us, because I'll say the match star, because the match star at the moment is Elk Remix, winning 2-0 in this best of 5 series. But both maps have been super close, because especially Gibraltar, because we're Tacticians, probably should have won in multiple occasions. Right, okay, okay, so we'll be starting this third and perhaps final map. Okay, in we go to King's War.
Now entering King's Row.
Okay, because I'm just expecting to see Reinhardt Zarya. If I see anything else, I'll be shocked.
Initiating.
Because you might see a Hanzo for the Grab Dragon. You might see the Junkrat, possibly a Leaper. Because I'm expecting to see a Lucio from both sides though, because Reinhardt, Lucio, Zarya is normally the template, especially an attack for King's War.
Yeah, and again, it really kind of as we've seen really the entire match, that first fight is forever going to be important. You know, we're seeing the lineups right now.
We are seeing
Now, is that just
shield.
tactic, or is that Widow going to stay?
Yeah, like we are seeing double shield of Tacticians, which is pretty good first point actually. Because especially with the Torb and Junkrat, because you create like a bit of a bunker, which is very hard to get into. We are seeing Volt
Well,
on the
interesting.
Diva.
TM going off of his soldier and playing.
Yeah, it must be a really tactical thing. He'll go back and solve it at some point, I assume. Okay.
Interesting that we were talking about it, but no Zarya so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, well, we do see the Hanzo though, which shocks me even more than the Zarya. That's
I gotta
a
say,
lot
they
of damage.
they gave
combined.
up a lot of ground, but hey, I mean, it's working so far.
Yeah. Yeah, this
Interesting choice there. It's typically don't see them give up the choke like that.
Yeah, but when you play double shield, like you want more range, so. Okay, because May I Fall is news to make space as the turret goes down from the start. Oops. Okay, as the May goes down to Junkrat. Sort of missed that. I'm gonna assume it was the typical Junkrat spam. Very interesting rotation here because of the Elk remix. I do like it though. Yeah, like it does get them 2 points. Tayo could be big, takes out the Lucio. Oh, and the Diva. Actually.
It's the Lucio, but I mean, they got off the point.
Yeah, like they got a tick as well. This is okay, never mind. The power of Junkrat overcomes all.
No, and this goes back to what I said earlier. You know, you bring up the great point of double shield, but you give up that much space, you lose a couple of people, and like we've seen it, you give up 2 ticks already.
I'm back in the fight.
Oh yeah, because there's still 2 minutes on the clock for Remix to convert that last hit.
There's still 2 minutes, and you got to remember, obviously, overall, you're still down. You know,
Yeah.
every tick matters for you.
Oh yeah, definitely, because it just takes that, okay, Sigma is
Oh,
new.
that could be huge.
Yeah, on top of the turbo also. I don't think Tyre was needed. That was overkill. They overcommitted here.
A little
Oh.
too many ults there.
Yeah,
Yes, you stopped it, but
forces out Les
out
as
there
well.
coming back with 3 of their own, and they could easily potentially get a beat on this next fight.
Yeah, like, it's gonna be all about the supercharger and nano.
Yeah, that might an Achilles heel that we'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be an early mail news, I would imagine. Yep, that's a great mail combo.
Oh, nice combo.
Perfectly placed. Because I will say with Elfly Mix, because they seem like they've got their tactics down. A lot of fantastic combos.
Absolutely, I would love to be able to be in the comms right now. I'm sure their communication is completely on a high level. The way they just coordinate being together. Obviously, when you're playing a Lucio, more than anything, like the team staying together is the most important thing, and you really don't catch any of them by themselves.
Oh yeah, like they don't seem to panic either after losing a team fight. They're very patient.
Definitely.
LA, because this is the issue with Lionheart into double shield though, he falls back, but he does have Shatter. So he does have Shatter, so he can speed through it like that. Unable to get the kills though. So Junkrat does go down.
And again, this is what I'm talking about. And granted, with this part of King's Row, it is tough, but they're giving up so much ground.
Yeah.
You can't really afford to do that, especially when you're behind in the standings.
Oh yeah, because Tacticians have got both DPS ults online and super. They have 5 ults online actually. As nice kill of Sam and the top. Here comes the Tail again. Because perfect immortality and sound barrier there with Flynn and Zero. That's a big purple, but they're just getting pushed back again.
And again, like while we're praising Elk and their ability to stay together, Tacticians, they're getting split up, and obviously it's leading to why they're losing right now. It started with giving up too much ground that first point, and now they're paying for it.
Yeah,
and this third point's a little different. It's a little similar to Gibraltar, but again,
big bomb perhaps.
Oh no!
How did that happen?
Nightmare.
It killed because that should never happen in double shield.
It's playing again.
That was
the chat react. I mean, that's all you can do.
Yeah. Here comes the Sigma Torb combo. Mail is new stuff. Is Mail going to turn it around?
Beautiful teamwork there.
Oh, big shatter!
Oh no.
Here's a dragon for the cleanup, and that's it. Wow.
I've got to say, I mean, that was definitely an outlier to what we've seen. That was an absolutely annihilation.
Yeah, like, I think that's the biggest Diva Bomb I've seen as a caster in my, 5 months of casting. That was huge. It's going to be...
I have no words with it. That was just amazingly placed.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for Tacticians now, because this is going to be a show of their mental, because they're 2 maps down, and that's just happened to them. Because, they started off semi-well on first point, like burning the clock. But as soon as it went to second, because Remix just pushed on, and especially on the third. Because third is normally really hard to cap, but Remix just made it look so easy.
And like we said back at the beginning of the first map, momentum is everything in this game.
Yep.
Visualize it, then execute.
Okay, here comes the Zarya for the first time.
Attackers incoming in
Because we do see the Hanzo, so we'll be able to see some grab combos, but it's a bit harder to get value off the grab combo with the sound barrier and immortality build.
You gotta wonder if TM regrets not pulling out the soldier on playing defense.
Yeah, it was hard to get value as Torb against the wall, because you normally play Torb to stop people getting behind you, like a Tracer or a Reaper. but when they're just whooshing into you like that, it's a lot more difficult. He tried to do some combos with the Sigma ult, but I just don't think he got the value that he's getting so weak.
And now it gets tough because you've got to be a little bit on tilt. They push that extremely fast. You've probably got to win this first fight here. You can't really afford to lose this first fight.
Yeah, it's going to be a big test of that. Oh, that's a big kill off the video. He does go down though, and there's no mercy on the build. But Volt does kill line. If they can get some Saga kills here, it'll be huge. And that they do. He can kill the
yeah, smart to regroup here.
He did it. That was some woefully play of Smiles there. No fear, because a lot of teams would be scared of dying now with the one gone. It just shows the confidence at the moment, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And as I said about giving up ground, I mean, obviously there's the reason why I'm behind the mic and not in the game, because again, here's Elk giving up a lot of ground, but in this case, it's working out.
Yeah, like they baited them there. It felt like.
And they just did it again.
Yeah, like it was a big
absolute
window there.
Annihilation.
Yeah, they're gonna try and get a Saga kill on the handle here.
Oh, this is a really bad showing for Tac.
Yeah, like I don't blame them though, because like it's really hard to have a good mental, especially after that Diva bomb. I'd probably be chilling myself.
Oh, definitely. That's got to be a huge demoralizing play.
Dragon King. Oh, huge shatter.
Oh, what a shatter. Oh, no.
It's that combo again, the ults. They're so efficient. Because they did lose their Baptista, but Lucio may go back to speed him. Oh, the whole team's going back.
We've seen it over the course of that. Elk has been very good at comboing their ults.
Yeah. Alright, here we go again. Here we go again, because we do see a
now Tac's sitting on about 5 ults, and they can oh, here we go.
Big purple, huge sound barrier though. Some huge sound barriers.
And again, it just shut down.
Yeah, like I need to listen to their comms, because it feels like that they have everything planned out.
I foresee great things for you.
Elk looks completely organized. They're all on the same page.
Yeah, definitely, because we do see them giving up the Zarya now. It's gonna
and
be...
again, as you talked in the last map about giving up time, you know, Tac, time is not your friend right now. By all means, you don't gotta panic, but you gotta put a little pep in your step. You gotta do something
here. It could be a big tire, this like Banana who's going all the way around. Yeah, this is gonna be it. I like... Oh, Smiles with another nice Deadeye kill. He just takes and top out with it. He just getting another.
You've got the numbers advantage here. You've got to win this fight.
Yeah, like
oh, you've got to cap before they get back. Don't let them get back in the game.
Yeah, like he's coming back with Shattered Big Booty as well. He does get blocked though. Oh, he doesn't care though. He just walks through them. This is really bad. This could be over.
You don't have time to regroup.
Out?
You gotta stagger in.
Yeah, Reaper does get out, but it's gonna be up to Diva to touch. She does touch. Oh, big shatter though. It was a nice combo off this fight. Oh. There's a big kill of Torb.
Oh no!
Oh, Torb is getting some crucial kills here.
You gotta finish the Torb off.
Yeah, they do finish the Torb off. Because that is going to be the attack.
Yeah, like, Diva.
I think that was a mistake that remix because I think that was a mistake of remix because I think they got a little bit too aggressive for the first time. Because they probably thought they had it won, so they just went straight in.
Right, they've got to remember the clock is their friend right now. They can afford to waste time. It's Tactics got to push it.
Oh, he's taking some damage completely with that. Wonderful speed boost off the Lucio for getting out there. Diva bomb is new. Nice block.
Does nothing.
Alright, because Cassidy does have Deadeye. We've seen a lot of value off the Cassidy Deadeye so far. Soundbite is new by the Lucio Tacticans. We probably will see a Diva Bomb on Vault here in a second. Oh, never mind, Shatter is new. Instead. Oh, wonderful Deadeye in the back.
Again, and we just talked about a combo in the ults. At least like maybe the 12th time we've seen that.
Yeah, it's just all about the set players. Yeah, like I don't think Magical Cat is using Nano enough. It's the big advantage of this comp is the Nano, but I don't remember many Nanos.
Nano boost is ready to deploy.
Yeah, it should be a good fight just for Tacticians because Elk have only got Diva Bomb and Tacticians have got Shatter, Nano and Shadow. Big Shatter. Oh, how did that happen?
Here's the elephant in the room. Tax gotta complete this with time on the clock.
Yeah, but they can't kill this Reinhardt. They sort of ignored the Reinhardt there and tried to kill the back line. And then Reinhardt just smacked him in the back himself. Wait, it's up to Banana with this rebuttal. I'm gonna get on board with Banana as he goes behind. They will probably be aware of this remix because they tend to be aware. But who knows? Okay, he's looking for the revolt in the back. He's keeping him in. Oh, he's way too long. He gets shot by Hanzo. Dragon is news. Soundbite
that
is
might
news.
do it.
Yeah, that should be it. Unless this is the biggest Diva Bomb.
Oh, you don't see 9.
Oh, he doesn't even get the remake off.
Ooh. Gonna do it.
And that's it, because Elk Remix hit the Z is 3-0. I will say one thing. I am glad that I am not in their group. That was a terrifying performance of Elk Remix.
Yeah, you know, I gotta see this play from their point of view, because this was absolutely
yeah, I was
unreal.
watching that. I was watching it. Like, is there a combo here, or is it just?
No, pure diva.
How do you do that into double shield? That shouldn't happen. They must have timed the shields perfectly. Oh look, who knows? Yeah, well, because I like to give out MVPs at times. So the MVP for Tacticians I think has to be TM420. His soldier flare was really keeping Tacticians in it at times. But for Elk Remix, probably have to give it to DJ Sir.
For Elk, I gotta give it to the captain. I mean, it was a team victory.
Yeah,
you know,
it was definitely a team victory.
We saw
the
we saw the amazing diva play, but really, it's like, I mean, I'm not trying to discredit. No one stood out. It was the entire team.
Oh yeah, because that was a fantastic series to cast off. I think that's our first 3-0 of the season. But that's nothing against. It's nothing against Tacticians, though, because they had some great moments. Also, they probably should have won Gibraltar. It shouldn't have been a 3-0 because they could have won first map at times as well. But King's War, I think that Remix were just. It could have been a bit of tilt on Tactician's side, but I think Remix just seemed like they were very focused, and just their combo players alone because deserved the 3-0.
Yeah, definitely. You know, and for Tacticians, to give them some praise, if they play like they did on those first 2 maps against any other teams, they're gonna get some W's.
Definitely.
So by all means, I would not take this loss to heart at all. Elk outplayed you, but by all means, you did not play bad. Just the better team won.
Oh yeah, like it's bound to happen, like during the season. This is only the first week as well, so teams are going to get better the more this goes on.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, long season ahead. I paired it a lot. I'm gonna say it again. You know, you gotta have short-term memory loss. Well, now the loss hurt. It sucks, but you bounce back, come back again next week. And like I said, if they play like they did in those first 2 maps, like I said, they'll definitely get some W's on the board.
Oh yeah, of course. Alright then. Alright then, but that's everything from us tonight. Because I'd like to thank everyone for joining us. To watch this game. Alright, would you like to say anything? Before we end it for tonight, since this was your first cast, it was a pleasure having you here. I think you did a great job.
Yeah, definitely was a pleasure. I had a blast. It was fun. Shout out to Tacticans and Algorithms for giving us a great game to
Yeah.
cast to, and hope to see more of you guys in the rest of the season.
Oh yeah, definitely, because this was a great game, because we're going to have more great games to come, so I'd like to thank everyone for watching tonight, and hopefully you watch more games in future. But for now, because I have been Jack, and this has been...
As always, I'm Super Rondo.
Yeah, okay. And that's it for us tonight, so everyone have a good night, and bye.